Over 2.5 crore COVID-19 doses in a mammoth vaccination drive, launch of a 20-day mega outreach program, and many other activities marked Prime Minister Narendra Modi's 71st birthday on Friday. As PM Modi turned 71, the Bharatiya Janata Party launched a 20-day mega Seva or Samarpan campaign, which includes activities like COVID-19 vaccination drive, sanitation drives, and blood donation camps across the country. As a part of the campaign, India set a new record by administering over 2.5 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses in a day on Friday. As per the government figures, India managed to pull off 466 doses per second to hit the milestone. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the efforts of the medical professionals, healthcare and frontline workers who worked towards making the vaccination drive a success. Starting from September 17th, BJP has also organized a 20-day mega campaign which will include several activities including distribution of ration cards, cleanup drives for rivers, blood donation campaigns and much more to celebrate the Prime Minister's birthday. The mega campaign will conclude on October 7th. The Congress has called a legislature party meeting for Punjab on Saturday. Senior Congress leader Harish Rawat informed that the party had received representation from many of its MLAs in the state to immediately convene the meeting, which will take place at the Punjab Congress headquarters in Chandigarh. Harish Rawat, the All India Congress Committee in charge in Punjab, said that the AICC has received a representation from a large number of MLAs from the Congress party requesting to immediately convene a meeting of the Congress Legislative Party of Punjab. Accordingly, the meeting of the CLP has been convened at 5 p.m. on 18th of September at Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee office. The AICC directed the PPCC to facilitate this meeting. Punjab Pradesh Congress Committee President Navjot Singh Sidhu also confirmed the CLP meeting on his official Twitter handle. Drawing flag from people for using sexist jibe. Raghav Chadda's comment came in response to a video posted by Punjab Congress chief criticizing Arvind Kejriwal over farm reforms, exploitation of farmers and decreasing prices even on crops where MSP is announced. Arvind Kejriwal ji, you notified the private mandis central black law. Has it been denotified or is it masqueraded still going on? Navjot Singh Sidhu asked in a video. Hitting back at Sidhu, Raghav Chadda said that he is criticizing Arvind Kejriwal as he has received a scolding from Congress High Command for his rant against Captain Amarinder Singh. Therefore, today, for a change, he went after Arvind Kejriwal. New Zealand's cancellation of their limited overs series in Pakistan has prompted the England and Wales Cricket Board to spring into action and assess the security situation before they tour the country next month. England said it will assess the ground situation in Pakistan to decide on their tour in the next 24 to 48 hours. England, meanwhile, are scheduled to travel to Rawalpindi in October for two 2020 internationals in what will be their first visit to Pakistan since 2005. The New Zealand cricket said it received a security alert from its government and made the decision to cancel the tour just moments before the scheduled start of the one-day international series. They were scheduled to play 3 ODIs and 5 T20s against Pakistan in Rawalpindi and Lahore from September 17th to October 3rd. The cancellation of New Zealand tour is a big setback to the revival of international cricket in Pakistan. The US military has backtracked from its defense of the drone strike in Kabul last month targeting ISIS-K terrorists that killed 10 civilians including 7 children and apologized for the tragic mistake. In light of the findings of a probe into the August 29 strike, General Frank McKenzie, the commander of the US Central Command, also said it was unlikely that the vehicle and those who died in the drone strike were associated with ISIS-K or were a direct threat to the US forces. For days after the strike, Pentagon officials had asserted that it had been conducted correctly even as reports of civilian casualties emerged. Now, General McKenzie has apologized for the error and said the United States is considering making reparation payments to the families of the victim. He said the decision to strike a white Toyota Corolla sedan after having tracked it for about 8 hours was made in an earnest belief based on standard of reasonable certainty that it posed an imminent threat to the American forces at Kabul airport. The car was believed to have been carrying explosives in its trunk.